Hi friends, today we are going to see the list of controls which I have in PowerApps, and here are the controls, and I've classified them as basic controls, special controls, touch friendly controls, and media controls. So basic, we have the button, where button control is generally where some event happens, like web browser we have the click event. So in PowerApp we have the on select event. So on a selection, a functionality will get executed. Label control is used to show some text. Text input is, as the name suggests, it is used to give the input. HTML text is basically used when you're fetching data from a particular list or or a feed, and the data format is a HTML. Then you can use the HTML control. Then we have drop down, list box, and comma box. Okay, then we have special controls where we have pen input, where for example you can sign a document and submit it for approval. So in that case we can use the pen input controls. Now we have touch friendly controls. The reason I call them as touch friendly controls because they are very easy to use and touch friendly, like we have in native apps Cordova and Xamarin. So your examples will be checkbox, radio button, toggle, slider, rating, and calendar. The reason drop down, list box, and combo box are not in touch friendly control, they appear good, but still they look more like a web based controls. Okay, so then we have the media control, where we have the image, where you can show the image. You have the camera, where you can click a picture. Okay, and then you have barcode, where you can scan the barcode. It supports specific formats which you can see in the Power Apps documentation. We'll have a demo of barcode as well in some another session. Then we have video, where you can show a video. Audio, you can play an audio. Microphone, you can record from your phone and save it. And then we have an add picture, where you can add pictures. Okay, so now let's have a look at some of the controls today, and some we can take it later on. Okay, so let's start by creating an app. So I'll select the phone layout. Okay, I'll mention the connection as SharePoint. Once I mention the connection, it will ask me to connect to a SharePoint site. So I'll connect to the site, and here I'll mention my list. Okay, sometimes it may happen that you have taken some other template like a discussion list, and you see that the list is not appearing here. So in that case we just have to type the name of the list. Okay, and then it will appear. So let me, like a document library, you cannot see it here, right? So you can just enter the name of the document library here, connect. So now we are getting connected, and now it is basically preparing the out of the box forms for us. So it's building the app, and within 30 seconds everything gets created. All your CRUD operations, add, update, delete, your view form, everything gets created. So user does not have to worry. User can directly access it from a mobile app. So here's the great advantage of Power Apps. Okay, so yeah, so now this is ready. So let's have a look at the app. What is it all about? So yeah, basically I can see there is some talent competition going on, and where we are having something called as classical singer and a dance show. So I just click on this. Okay, so I see something like this, right? So title. Okay, let me show you the list first. So we have this list called as a talent list. Okay, so in talent list we have the title column, we have the type of talent, whatever talent you have, we have to share the URL. Okay, a rating can be given, voting can be done, and who uploaded it, so on. That's the information we have. Okay, so yeah, so we have the type, we have a hyperlink column, a number column as rating, and a voting column. Okay, so now what I want to do is, I don't want to show the URL, but instead I want to show the actual video file. Okay, so for that, what can I do is that I can go to the details screen. Okay, So yeah, I just go here. Okay, and now I'll yeah. So if you want to edit any section of the card layout, then first you have to unlock it. So I cannot delete this thing directly. It won't get deleted. So before that I have to unlock it. Once I unlock it, then I can delete it. And once I was able to delete it, now I will just add a new control, and that control is called as a audio control. So I'll add the audio control here. Okay, and yes, here we added the audio control. And then once the audio control has been added, I will go to the properties. Sorry, I'll have to select this first and then go to the property. Here we have the start. So as soon as you auto start option, the start option, it will play. Okay, then we have the auto start option, auto pause option, loop, it will continuously play, the start time, and yeah, and the color change, position, size, etc. Okay, so now we go to the advanced section, and in the advanced section we'll go to the sample audio media file, and here I'll just mention the URL. So I'll just mention URL, nothing after that, so that's it. And yeah, now I can hear the audio file which basically I had uploaded into my Google Drive and shared the link here, and I can listen to that audio file. Okay, so now you can use this audio control for playing your audio files. It supports many kind of audio formats, and I can pause it, I can change the volume, I can do forward, backward. So these are the options which are available. Okay, now let's close this, and now what other thing that we can do is yeah, so now what we can do is yeah, we can add yeah, so what I will do is basically I want to add one more. Yeah, so now I'll just move this modified a bit up. Okay, and I'll just unlock this as well because I do not need it. Okay, I do not need the created date as well, so I'll delete it. Okay, and in modified by do not need the date and time, so I'll just remove it. So now I have my modified by. Okay, and now here I will go to media and insert the video. Okay, so still it's a bit big, so yeah, you can change the size, height with everything, and you can change the label to video, you can change the label to audio. Okay, once that is done, you can go to the media property from here or from here, and okay, so here we do not have the media property, but instead sorry, selecting the yeah, sample video, we have the media property, and then you can mention the URL. So that's it. Okay, currently for this particular talent we do not have a video, that's why you are not able to see it, but you can okay, but I'll show you about that as well. So let me go to the from start and let me play it again, and let me check the humor dance. And this is a dance form, popular dance form in India, and here, there you go. You can see that particular video. You can play it. You can go forward, backward. You can change the volume. You can get information about it, and you can change the quality. Okay, so that's all. You can do it from here, and then let's go back. Okay, so I showed you the audio control, the video control. Okay, now let's have a look at some other controls. Okay, and these are the rating control. Okay, so here I have something called as rating. I'll just delete it. I cannot delete it. I'll have to unlock it first. So I just unlock this. Okay, I'll delete this. And instead of this, I want to show something like this. So what is a rating control? I'll show you. So in a rating control, you can basically give a rating. You can set the maximum value and the default value. Okay, you can have whether you want to show the value or not. And what I have to do is, here I need to mention the rating. So the rating was 2, so now you can see the value got updated immediately. So in this way you can use the rating control. You can change the color, okay, and yeah, all those stuff, the rating fill, border color, etc. Okay, now there is one more control which I want to show, which basically shows value in percentage kind of format. So I'll just unlock this. Okay, I'll just remove this. Okay, I'll just increase this height as well. I'll go to controls. No, I did not have to do that actually. I have to do a control Z because it's not a control, it's a format. So this section, yeah, for that basically I need to go to the data source. So view data source. Yeah, so I am on the detail screen. I can see the value, but if I am on the form, I will not be able to see the value. Okay, here I have something called as voting. Okay, so this cannot be edited for now, but if I want to edit it, I'll just add this. Okay, and I'll delete the existing one. Okay, I deleted the existing one which was 89. I added a new one. Okay, again go to data sources. Sorry, go to the detail screen. I added something called as voting. Okay, in voting, basically I want to show it in the form of percentage. So now it will show me out of 100 how much percentage, how much vote did this particular transform get. Okay, so in this way you can also do it in the form of a rating. Okay, and also in the form of a text. Okay, so yeah, so in the properties section you can see you can also have the maximum value required and all set. Okay, so this is about the percentage control, which I'll mention it here. Percentage control, which we did today. Okay, which is not a part of a media control actually, but it's a touch friendly control, or you can put it into special controls. Okay, so yeah, so I showed you labels. Okay, I showed you text input. Okay, I showed you percentage control. Okay, I showed you rating. Okay, and we saw video, audio. Okay, now let's have a look at the slider control. So slider control will come into picture when you are doing an edit. Okay, so let's go to the edit form, and here in the edit form, for rating you want a slider. Okay, so let's delete this particular text box, unlock it, delete it. Okay, don't worry about the error, that will go. I'll show you what you have to do. Go to insert, go to controls. In controls you select slider. Okay, now in the slider, okay, you just go to the default property and mention it here, rating. So now you can give a rating as whatever you want, or you can have it here for the vote. Okay, just for the and also for the slider, since rating is 1 to 5, you can have the minimum value set as 1 and maximum value, sorry, maximum value set as 5. Okay, so yeah, that way it will work. Okay, once that is done, I have to remove this error. Before that, I'll remove the first error, where is the update function. I have to change the value from the data bug to slider 1 dot value. Okay, and yeah, and for this particular error, basically it shows the error below the data card, so I have to change it to slider 1 dot y and slider 1 dot height. So that done. So now we have this to be shown. Okay, so that's about the slider control. So yeah, we are done with the slider control. So we had a look at all these controls which I showed you. Now let's have a look at some of the other controls. Let's go to the screen and okay, so let's have a look at the button control. See, on the button control we have the main property, which is the on select property, and on select property you can write all the functions. So what I'm doing here, basically I'm using an update context function, which is an inbuilt function, and it helps me set me a value, like in JavaScript we do where a is equal to, or where x is equal to 1, right? So I'm setting a value for a button. Okay, and what I have done is yeah, what I'll do is I'll just add an icon that is a maybe a trash icon. Okay, okay, and I'll change the visibility property of this to the btn value. Okay, so now I go to play and I click on the button, you can see it, right? So this is the way it works, the button control. Now this is the calendar control. Here you can see you can change the year, you can change the month, you can do forward and backward, and once you select the date you can do an OK or cancel. Okay, so this is a calendar control. Okay, now let's have a look at the three controls which are drop down, combo box and list box. So let's add them one by one. Okay. And add this here. Okay, once it has been added, now go to the items and let's change the data source to projects. So let's go to the advanced and we'll have the value as a title column. Okay, then so here for a drop down you can see a simple drop down. It is UI friendly. Okay, and you can you have all these properties where you can change the color, and you have some advanced property where you can have set the default value. Okay, for example, I want van list as a default value. I can just type it a van list, so it becomes the default value. Okay, similarly I have something called as combo box. The difference between a drop down and combo box is that combo box will allow me to select multiple values with a search. So basically what I need to do is to change the default property and I make this to projects, and yeah, so also I'll have to update the search field to make this to title. So yeah, I'll just update this to title title, and now I go to date. I can just type dump and data gets filtered. Okay, I can select multiple items if I want and they will appear. Okay, they are selected, and now I will close this. And then we have the simple list box where you can select the values, okay, by touch. That is a list box. So we are done with button, we are done with these controls. Okay, then okay, let's have a look at calendar control. Okay, and for any information about the controls you can follow this link where you will find all the information about the control. Okay, so that let the page load till then, and let's have a look at some other controls where I'm going to show you so a checkbox in a radio bot. Let's have a look at the radio button. So here I'll just update this to projects, and once you do that you'll have to change the title column, and that's it. So now I can just go here, play, and I can select the list of items. Okay, you can change the color etc as you want. Okay, so yeah, then we have the add picture control. Okay, where you can add the picture. So on click of this it will take me to the browse gallery, and I can go and add some picture if I want. So I'll just add this picture. Okay, so this is an add picture control. Just delete it. Then we have the camera control. So when you open the mobile it will come up. So yes, this is the camera control. I'll just delete this as well. Okay, and then we have the microphone control where you can do some recording. So I'll just do this. I can click on start. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. So yeah, that's it about the microphone control. So these are the other controls which are available. So we covered most of them today, and the remaining I'll cover in a separate section. especially a barcode and camera control. Images is just an adding an image. So we covered almost all the control today. Radio button. Okay. So yeah. So that's it from mine for today. Subscribe to my channel for more videos and let me know if you have any doubts. Thank you all. Take care.